This is PlayMale from Confidently Dating Women. How to meet and seduce hot and attractive women you see in everyday life within 4 hours of meeting her, having a sex, and also turning that into a relationship, including sex, where it's on your terms. And for this, you don't need to do anything fancy, you don't need to lie, cheat, or those kind of things. It's really authentic dating in your everyday life, wherever you go. You are the man and you will get back in control over your sexual freedom life. Now in this video I'm gonna talk briefly about PlayMale, because you know I go by the pen name PlayMale. And why? Why is it who am I and why is it PlayMale? Let me explain that in the original edition of the book we had a few different names. And there's some changes since the original edition. That was many years ago. Some of you know it's more than 80 years ago. That's why it's called the 80th anniversary edition. Because over the last years, over the last decennia, I have developed and also improved my areas about playfulness. I'm PlayMale. I'm in the Netherlands, near Amsterdam, the Netherlands, the sex capital of the world, as many of you know, where things like sex and sexual freedom are quite common to be discussed. Also, I have featured in one of a documentary that's about swinging called Joint Affair or Cheating Together. You can look it up on the online on the famous places where also movie stars are listed. And there's a good development going on there. And one of the things that I already do since the beginning is erotic hypnosis. I'm a professional erotic hypnotist and I hypnotize women for pleasure, so that they can have orgasms. Some women really have trouble getting orgasms, so I help them with them, which is a nice pleasure. I also help men that have like erectile dysfunction. By talking to them, I can fix your dick so that it works again when you're with a woman that you want to be hot for. So that's very cool. So I like to play with women in this case, so that's why I'm called PlayMale. And I'm a man. I'm not some kind of visual somewhere in between. No, I'm a male, I'm a man, and this book, Confident Dating Women, is for men, or for boys who want to be men, or for bad guys that want to be men, real men, who have balls and have a dick and are using it, you know? So that's why it's PlayMale. Lately I've been drawn a lot into this area of Tantra, Tantric sex. There's temple evenings for that are like gatherings where we come together with boys, with men and women, and then we dress very nicely, which means the women in very nice lingerie, and then we have a good party involving tantric exercises, massage, and even sexual intercourse, depending on the kind of evening. You can think a bit about this movie Eyes Wide Shut, for example. That's the thing that we do. So I'm always curious to these kind of things and participating in those things. There was also a porn film festival where I also did make some audio porn. So for me it's very normal to be playful with women and to have fun. And I also introduce other men to a world of play. And it's very useful because compared to 18 years ago, I was already doing erotic hypnosis. Now I have also learned and discovered very cool tricks and basics about how to have good consensual sex and relationship exploration. So as PlayMale, and I do that in a playful way, so that's why I'm called PlayMale. I've added also to the book some of these very good nuggets about it that are like taken from these secret temples. And women crave for this, because when you add these ingredients to your sexual relationship life with the women that you are, you don't need to lie or cheat, you don't need to do anything that you don't like or force. Is no longer needed, because these rules or these guidelines, they're not rules, they're guidelines. These guidelines that I learned from these playful evenings and the playful nights, there's a certain structure to really up your sex life, and women love this. There's more women asking for this than you can imagine. It's like the tools and the tricks and the things that want to help you get threesomes, help you get open relationships. And it's not my word, it's also the women around me that are doing that and that are facilitating that. So this is very, very cool. I now have a lot of different female friends from pole dancers to strippers to escort girls to temple tantricas to witches. It's really interesting and very nice. But the important thing about it is that they are just women as well. They also like to have sex. So, and I learn a lot from them, and I will teach you also a bit about that without having to be spooky or something or elevated, that kind of thing. I'm very practical, down to earth guy, and these elements will help you to more connect with women on an authentic way, where everything is consensual, even when you're sleeping with other women, and she can know that, that's fine. So these are the things that we really learn at those playful temples, and I will also teach them to you, and you can decide for yourself how far you want to go there. I don't say that you need to go swinging, for example. It's not definitely not needed. I don't swing myself either, but I'm very open relationship and ethical non-monogamy, which I will teach you a bit about and how that is better, also based on the facts and data, than having a committed relationship to a single woman that's then controlling your dick or your sex life. You don't want that. If you want to be happy, then add these ingredients to your life. They work, they're good, women are asking for them, it's really amazing. If I talk to women, it's really amazing. They're all into improving their sex lives and love life and relationship with men. And it's not uncommon that a woman reveals to me now that she's really up for wanting to experience a threesome with her best female friend and you. And that I then get asked, well, PlayMale, can you help us out to arrange this group thingy, having a fun going out? And I say, okay, yeah, let's help you in that. So no worries about it. So it's really cool. And you can do this as well. And you can achieve this as well, because I'm just a regular guy. Well, maybe not super regular, but you learn a few things also in this book, Confidently Dating Women, so that you go above average, become more authentic, more in contact with your masculinity, and also attract more women in your life. And you will be like this god that you never thought you could be, ever become. But you can do that. So it's very easy when you apply it in your life. It's more easy than swiping. It's really so easy because it's becoming part of your life, that you're a man that's also sexual, that's strong, that's powerful. Even when you're not a billionaire, you don't need it. So if you want to know more about it, you can subscribe to the newsletter on the website www.confidentlydatingwomen.com, and then you can leave your name and email address, and I will send you some information and tips, and also send you some appearances from the magazines. Here I have magazines, all Penthouse, Playboy. I've been in all of them though. That's how it is. And lots of men have coached, from guys that are really good looking, that you will think about, okay, what kind of coaching do you need? But yeah, if you're not confident, that's why confidently dating women, then you still don't attract women. And they had guys that were like, oh my god, I do a bit of workout and I make sure that I have a little bit of grooming. But I really had some, ugly guys getting laid a lot. So don't let yourself be held back. There's a few tips and tricks that you need to become above average, interesting to women, and to upgrade your sex life from non-existent, from having coming out of a monogamous relationship and having no sex life, to having a sex life on your terms with the women you fancy. Cool?